Akane tends to Kana's wounds. That's, you know, Akane, you do have a bunch of siblings, so you are probably very good at taking care. You are hopefully very good. Let me not jump the gun and give Akane too much credit. Hopefully very good at taking care of younger siblings. Kana, she's looking out for you. Good morrow, fair individuals. No, that's not right, is it? Good day, good people. Yes, that's it. Toonlink, Dave, United States Aviator, Year of the Horizon. Everything's the same on this fine day in the Year of the Horizon. And I'll welcome you back too. Danganronpa, Hunger Games. I don't have my glasses here, so I can't make that joke again. Where did I keep putting them? It's because, like, every time they show up all the time in Fire Emblem, and then I toss them over, and then they end up on my dresser all the way over there. Things are not quite the same. I bet you're wondering, where is this? What is this? I'm not used to this newfangled. Let me tell you. This is a newer simulator made by Simublast. So we're just gonna play with it today. And I don't know when we'll use it. I don't know how we'll use it, but we're gonna use it because it's got some interesting little features. So I was like, how are we gonna use it? What is the setup gonna be? And I was like, well, since the Danganlympics are coming up, this can be like a scrimmage for how it'll work, so you guys can see how things will go along. So, let's start off. We have the first three districts representing Trigger, Happy, Havoc, and District 1 Makoto and Kyoko. District 2 Hina and Togami. District 3 Hiro and Toko. And on to District 4, 5, and 6, 4. Goodbye Despair. District 4's Hajime and one-time Danganronpa Hunger Games champ Chiaki. District 5, current Danganronpa Hunger Games champ Pimp Kazuichi and Sheep Wrangling Sonya. District 6, Slingshot Fuyuhiko and Akane. District 7 through 9, representing Team Ultra Despair. Girls. I actually have to come like right here. District 7, Komaru and Genocide Jack. District 8, Monica and Kotoko. And in District 9, Masaru and Jotaro will keeping on to Districts 10, 11, and 12, representing V3 Killing Harmony. District 10, The Perfect 10, Kaede and Shuichi. District 11, Kibo and Himiko. And District 12, Samugi and Maki. The next three, representing Danganronpa 3. District 13, Munakata and Chisa. District 14, Juzo and Gozu. And District 15, Izayoi and Ruruka. And the last lot would be OCs, but we're not there yet. So today of all days, it's your turn to die. That's not something you should say to someone. Today it's your turn to die. Didn't think those would be words that would ever come out of my mouth. But these three districts, District 16, sharpshooting, steel-minded Big Sister Sarah, here to save you with Joe, my boy. District 17, Alice and Reiko. And District 18, Kai and Kana. And that's how the general setup will be. It'll be a combination of X, Y, and Z, equal distributions between the 6 teams. Might be 6, might be 5, might be 4, who knows? It all depends on how many OCs are there, because every one of them is going to get into this action. So, an interesting thing about this simulator, which we're not going to use because it's kind of unfair, but it could be something that we use in the future as a gimmick. You can mark people as a favorite to win, which gives them, to increase their likelihood of being in the top 5 is what it does. However, It's just a likelihood increase. I did it a couple of times with Komaru, and I think she only made it into the top 5 once. And she still didn't win the game, so it's also... It increases the odds, but it's not a guarantee. Which I do like. I do like a lot. But, that's that. Tell me. There's a new simulator. It's just gonna be wild and fun times, I'm sure. Which team would you be rooting for? Trigger Happy Havoc, Goodbye Despair, V3, 3, Ultra Despair Girls, or Your Turn to Die? Which of those six teams would you root for? And which district, and no, not district, who do you got coming in first? Skip this district talk. Who you got winning? Tell me those 2 things. I will say the same after what do I need to do? Is there anything I need to do? Let me see, there's my list of people who will be in the opening ceremonies. First and second place will also be in the Season 5 premiere. And they will be competing for the championship. The championship! Oh, yes. Very bad French accent. That's what we're going for. If I'm picking a winner, I think Joe. I'm all about Joe. Joe's great. Joe never changed Joe. But if I were rooting for a team, I'd have to root for Ultra Despair Girls. I loved Ultra Despair Girls. It was a fantastic game. I was just a big fan. I was just a big fan of the whole experience. But it doesn't matter if I'm a fan of the whole experience. We gotta get going. We are what? Almost 7 minutes, probably over 7 minutes in. Let's go ahead. We can't click resimulate 5 times in this simulator. But what we can do is click reset to ensure that we have the spiciest of RNG, but I think that takes us right back to the title screen, which is fine, because then we just click continue, and then we're ready. It's a kind of roundabout way of doing it, but it also ensures the spiciest of RNG. As we go on, and we click continue, to start things off, are you guys ready? Let's see what happens, because it's the bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, because they're still tributes, they're still podiums, because it's like the official, even the logo's right there, yes, that direction. It's still the Hunger Games, so we can still sound the horns. Fantastic. Samugi dashes to the forest to avoid the bloodbath. Smart. Because Kaede is on a rampage, Asylum Akamatsu sets off an explosive, killing Juzo and Chiaki. I should have picked her. That was my ride or die last season. Yeah, okay. Okay. Himiko and Togami share everything they've gathered before running. Monica bashes Genocide Jack's head against a rock several times. Hina shoots a poisonous dart into Komaru's neck, killing her. Komaru, no. Munakata breaks Makoto's nose for a basket of breads. The Naegis are not having a good start. Masaru finds a jug full of fresh water. Fuyiko is unable to convince the champ, the pimp Kazuichi, not to kill him. Reiko gathers as much food as she can. Alice sets Shuichi on fire with a flamethrower. Sarah kills Ruruka with a sickle. Akane finds a bag full of food. Kibo convinces Maki not to kill him, only to kill her instead. Maki does. She secretly has a heart of gold, let's be completely honest. Chisa snatches some arrows from the cornucopia, but no bow. What are you gonna do with that, Chisa? That seems absolutely useless. Absolutely useless! I'm goofing. Kotoko spears Kai in the abdomen. The good boy Kai, oh no. Sonya, Kyoko, and Izuyoi get into a fight. Our boy Izuyoi triumphantly kills them both. Let's go. Jotaro shoots an arrow into Hajime's head. Jotaro's also trying to get off of his streak of second places. Gozu stays at the cornucopia for resources. Toko grabs a shield from the ground. Kana grabs a sickle. And Hiro gets a slingshot. And Joe snatches a bottle of alcohol and a blade. Is he gonna go shaving? Ladies and gentlemen, we lost. Also, I like and dislike this setup, and you'll see why a little bit later. But for right now, we lost 12 people. 12 people gone already. Can we hit a Claire de Lune 4? Fuyuhiko, Maki, Sonia, Juzo, Chiaki, Hajime, Ruruka, Komaru, Shuichi, Kyoko, Genocide Jack, Kai. Because it doesn't show them in order, and later on it'll be real hard to start doing the Claire de Lune because it doesn't show them in order. But this also brings into light something else that's interesting about the simulator. You can manually resurrect someone, which could also be used for a gimmick, which is also pretty neat. We're, once again, not going to do that until maybe, like, we're goofing around at the end. But for right now, we're not goofing around. For right now, we're going on. Because we have, what? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and standard-sized game left of people. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are you ready? You. Yes. Let's go on to day... Oh yeah, that was just the bloodbath. To day 1. And at the start of it all. There's also no arena events in this one. Which is fine because there's no arena events in the usual Friday Simulator either, so... Joe unknowingly eats poisonous berries. Why I gotta be like this? Makoto clutches a spiked ball. Chucks a spiked ball into Himiko's chest. That sounds like a mace. No Mace Naegi's moving up in this world. Alice, Chisa, and Munakata get into an argument. Munakata triumphantly kills them both. It was just an argument, it wasn't even a fight. Jeez Louise. Hiro makes a wooden spear from tree branches. Togami scares Izayoi off into the distance. Kaede, Asylum Akamatsu, chases Monica for over a mile before making the kill. Kotoko tends to the Great Gozu's wounds. It is raining cats and dogs right now. Okay. Kana dreams about her home back at her district. Jotaro attempts to climb a tree but falls onto Toko with a pointed sword, killing them both. Why were you carrying a sword around, Jotaro? I guess as a weapon because, well, it's the Hunger Games. Kibo begs for Samugi to kill him. She refuses, keeping Kibo alive. She was like, no, I need you. Hina, you're the camera. Hina has a mild panic attack. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Kazuichi overhears Akane and Sarah talking in the distance. Reiko has a mild panic attack too. Oh, y'all are just freaking out. And Masaru discovers a water source. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost another... what? 7? Another 7? Yes, another 7. And so now we're gonna have a very tricky Claire de Lune 4. Joe, Himiko, Alice, Chisa, Monica, Jotaro, Toko. Oh yeah, that's it. That's all. And as you can see, it kind of mixes them up in both of these locations, which sucks. It does suck. That's the one thing that I don't like about this one, but I do like a lot of things about it. Just the extra bits. You can also manually kill off a tribute, which we won't do, but could be used for a gimmick, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead. We're gonna move on. We have more things to experience in this newness, this freshness. And as we go on to night 1, let's see what else is fresh. Well, what else is new? What else is going on at the, well, there goes Asylum Akamatsu. That's what's new, that's what's fresh, as Masaru chases Kaede for over a mile before making the kill. This man's has the endurance of an animal a whole mile. Not only endurance, tenacity, audacity, moxie, and he's focused. Good job, Masaru. You have my grace. It's actually a jinx, but hopefully you'll get in the top 2, whatever. Makoto thinks about winning and what life would be like after he wins. I like the addition of that last bit. Kazuichi feels delirious and forgets where he is. Kotoko and Gozu talk about the tributes past and still alive. Oh, Akane, Reiko, Izuyoi sing songs together, hoping for the best. Togami tries to treat his infection with water and grass. That's not the best solution for an infection. That's not a good idea, but I guess you gotta work with what you got. Hiro stays awake all night on pure adrenaline. Munakata, Hina, Kibo, and Tsumugi sleep in shifts to protect each other. Sarah tries to sing herself to sleep, and Kana looks at the night stars and sky and wonders if it's real. That's foreboding. That feels like V3 if I'm telling you anything. We only lost one person, and we'll just scroll to the top and see. A Claire de Lune. For the player of Claire de Lune. Kaye. Day? Yes, it is. So we lost another one, which means we are down to our top 16. Yes? 16, yes. Yes. Final 16. That means it's 6 more until you're saving Grace picks. And then, after that, it's another 9 more until we get a winner. And we can see who else is joining the Season 5 opening ceremonies of the Danganlympics. Who will it be? Not my pick. I will need a saving Grace pick. I don't know who it'll be, but we're sure as heck gonna find out as we click on to day 2. And at the start of it all, these bears are taking everybody out. I swear, geez Louise, as Gozu unknowingly eats poisonous berries, Akane tends to Kana's wounds. That's, you know, Akane, you do have a bunch of siblings, so you are probably very good at taking care. You are hopefully very good. Let me not jump the gun and give Akane too much credit. Hopefully very good at taking care of younger siblings. Kana, she's looking out for you. Kotoko receives a picture of her family from a sponsor. That's interesting. Kazuichi sprains his ankle while running away from Hina. Togami, Munakata, Sarah, and Reiko raid Izuyoi, our boy's camp, while he is away. Tsumugi constructs a shelter with sticks and grass instead of trying to heal. See, that's more actually, no, that's probably also a terrible shelter. Masaru camouflages himself in a cave-type area. Kibo injures himself while tripping over a log. Classic Kibo. Makoto receives healing ointment from an unknown sponsor. And Hiro searches for water and firewood. We lost another, just one? Yeah, just one. Gozu. Just another one, which means we are down to our final 15. But can we get a Claire de Lune 4? The Great Gozu. The ultimate wrestler. My mans. 15 more. We're actually only on day 2. So we've made pretty quick work of everybody so far. But I guess we have to see what happens on night 2. We could lose the last 5 that we need before saving Grace picks, or we could just keep going one by one, and we can go for like 15 days. What will happen? I don't know. I never do. But I have a pencil here, so I'm ready to write things down. I didn't toss it over there. I almost tossed it just now because it's a habit. Let's go ahead. Let's hit it, and let's proceed to night 2. And at the start, oh, poor Hina. At all, Sarah kills Hina as she tries to steal supplies from her camp. I mean, I guess that's what you get. She was like, you're not stealing anything from my camp. The only thing that's getting stolen around here is your life. Sharpshooting, steel-minded, fixes to Sarah, here to slaughter. Hiro begs for Kana to kill him. She refuses, keeping Hiro alive. Tsumugi and Akane huddle for warmth. Kotoko, Kazuichi, Munakata, and Makoto sleep in shifts, trying to protect each other. Reiko tries to sing herself to sleep. She is a good singer. Izuyoi involuntarily passes out from sheer exhaustion. Gets some sleep, my boy. Togami begs for Kibo to kill him. He refuses, keeping Togami alive. And Masaru receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. We lost another one. It was a swimmer girl. And can we get a Claire de Lune for her? Hina. 14. Day by day, we're losing one at a time. Makoto, Akane, Reiko, Sarah, Izuyoi, Munakata, Tsumugi, Kibo, Masaru, Kotoko, Canon, who I just briefly looked at and I was like, oh yeah, that's Monica. Green hair, small child, different person. The champ Kazuichi, District 2's Togami, and of course, Hiro. That's your final 14, but only one can win, but two can go to that season 5 opening ceremonies. Who will it be? Who? Let's find out. At the top of day 3, as we see, it will not be Makoto, as he attacks Kana, but big sister Sarah notices and protects her, killing Makoto. It's just so canon. Sarah would protect her. Well, Kotoko has a mild panic attack. Izuyoi throws a knife into Akane's chest. Rest in peace to Akane. Reiko, Kibo, and Hiro hunt for other tributes. Masaru receives medical splash from an unknown sponsor. Kazuichi receives healing ointment from a sponsor. Samugi receives a water supply from a sponsor. Interesting. Togami kills a squirrel with an arrow. Why, Togami? Why? For food, maybe? I guess. And Munakata discovers a water source. We lost another 2. We're in our final 12. Can we get a Claire de Lune for Makoto, Akane, so let's see. In terms, people who are still, Izuyoi has 3 kills. Look at him work. For Your Turn to Die, we have Kana, Sarah, and Reiko. That's 3. For V3, we have Samugi and Kibo. Yes, that's 2. For Trigger Happy Havoc, we have Hiro, Togami. That's 2. For the anime Danganronpa 3, we have Munakata and Izuyoi. That's 2. Ultra Despair Girls, we have Kotoko and Masaru. That's 2. And for Danganronpa 2, I don't know why I did it in that wild order, we have Kazuichi, the champ. And that's it. Your Turn to Die is in a good position right now, but as we saw yesterday, if you're in a great position to win, your team can still lose. But ladies and gentlemen, 2 more until the saving grace picks time, before it's time for that samurai woman. And to get there, we have to get through night 3. Will we lose the 2 that we need to lose? Will we lose a lot more? We'll have to wait and see. We won't have to wait long because I'm clicking it right now. And at the top of it, the champ. That's Danganronpa 2 out of here, actually. And it'll be time for your saving grace picks as Togami chucks a spiked ball into Kazuichi's chest. His golden wrench wasn't enough to protect his heart. He dies as a result. Munakata and Sarah spot and kill Samugi. Rest in peace to the cosplayer. Masaru thinks about his family. Hiro receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Izuyoi, Kana, Reiko, and Kibo sleep in shifts trying to protect each other. And Kotoko receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, which means after a Claire de Lune 4. The ultimate pimp, the champ, Kazuichi, Samugi. That it is time for your saving grace picks. It feels good to have the original, the normal music back. So we have part of the final 10: Kana, Sarah, Masaru, Kotoko, Munakata, Kibo, Izuyoi, Reiko, Hiro, and Togami. None of these people are in the season 5 opening ceremonies yet. So first and second place will definitely be 2 people to clutch a position to get the title. But who will they be? Who do you got? Because you know what you have to do. You have to be careful with your comments because YouTube is always doing dumb things with the comments. All the time. Every time. But go ahead and edit them, write them, reply to them, whatever you have to do to make it known. Who are you rooting for right now? We had 36, and now we're down to 10. In terms of people with 3 kills. It's, ironically, Danganronpa 3 showing off Munakata and Izuyoi. But make your saving grace picks now. Because I have to pick one, and I think we're gonna get Reiko. Reiko hasn't had too many opportunities. I think it might be her time to be, it might be her time to shine. It might be your time to shine. That was unintentional. Oh man. Alright. I'm sure that you guys have made them. I'm staring at Reiko. I think she's got this one. She's heavy metal. It is still raining cats and dogs. I didn't even know it was supposed to rain tonight. That's nuts. Alright. Kana, Sarah, Masaru, Kotoko, Munakata, Kiba, Izuyoi, Reiko, Hiro, Togami, Samurai Woman. Let's do it. It's the final 10. Two of them will make it to the championship episode. But only one can win. Who will it be? Let's find out. At day 4, we start it all off with a death to Kibo as Munakata sets off a string of explosives killing Kibo. This man's plotted. This man's had things ready. This man's laid a trap and took Kibo out. Sarah injures herself by tripping over a log. Kana sprains her ankle while running away from Kotoko. Reiko tries to kill a squirrel with an arrow. She tries. She doesn't succeed. Well, she might succeed. Togami sees Hiro but decides to stay quiet and let him pass. Let him be. Masaru receives healing ointment from a sponsor, and Izuyoi constructs a shack with sticks and grass. The story of the 3 little pigs? You gotta use bricks, cause then the other ones, the ones who made it out of like hay and sticks, the big bad wolf is gonna come and blow it down. You not heard the story, Izuyoi? You haven't. Someone told that man a story, but as you tell him that story, I'm gonna play a Claire de Lune for our fallen robot, Kibo. Which means it's our final 9. We can still hit that samurai woman, because it's still the same 9 people and we just lost Kibo. We don't need to read through them again. We just gotta go on to night 4 and see what transpires. I can tell you what does, as Hiro kills Munakata as he tries to steal supplies from his camp. Togami begs for Masaru to kill him. He refuses, keeping Togami alive. Izuyoi tries to treat his infection with water and... What is up with you and water and grass, Izuyoi? Are you just a fan of water and grass types? Did you never choose the fire starter? I get you. I don't think I've ever really chosen the fire starter now that I'm thinking about it. I vibe with that, Izuyoi. I take it back. Kana and Sarah tell stories about their districts and lives to each other. And Kotoko and Reiko sleep in shifts, placing full trust in each other. Ladies and gentlemen, your final 8. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Munakata. And so, it's our final 8. What, still 3 people from Danganronpa, 3 people from Your Turn to Die, not Danganronpa at all. 2 people from Trigger Happy Havoc, 2 people from Ultra Despair Girls, and Izuyoi holding out strong for Danganronpa 3. Interesting. Interesting enough. I don't know who's gonna take it. I never do. We slapped reset, so who knows? But it's the final 8. It's still Samurai Woman. That is correct. And it's still time for day 5. And we'll see that it is 1 less for Trigger Happy Havoc as Masaru kills Hiro with a homemade weapon. Izuyoi makes a wooden spear from tree branches. Sarah sees poison fog but manages to escape. Where's the poison fog? Oh my gosh! Reiko tries to kill Kotoko, but she's able to escape. Didn't you guys just put full faith in each other? Was that you? Well, I think it must have been you two. Togami is pricked by thorns while picking berries, and Kana fishes in the water for some food. We lost another 1 from Trigger Happy Havoc. A Claire de Lune 4. Hiro. So it's our final 7. Kana, Sarah, and Reiko from Your Turn to Die. Masaru and Kotoko, both from Ultra Despair Girls. Izuyoi from Danganronpa 3, and now just Togami from Trigger Happy Havoc. But once again, It's still any team's game. In the Danganlympics, I'll tell you this, only first, second, and third, the gold, silver, and bronze medal matter to get points for your esteemed teams. And you can finish first, second, and third. You can get all 3 medals for your teams, and you could just sweep for a day, and that would be incredible. Let's see what would happen. What would happen as we continue the Samurai Woman? This is like the most rounds in a row that we've had Samurai Woman. Night 5. Night 5? Oh, well, Samurai Woman is going to be over. As Sarah attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful, given the lack of materials available. Fair. Togami attempts to climb a super tall tree but falls to his death. He's just always trying to overachieve. Kana accidentally walks over a landmine. Rest in peace. Masaru he attempts to climb a tree and is successful and takes a nice nap in that tree. You two are really interacting a lot. Reiko and Kotoko decide to make a peace treaty to make it through the night. I don't know what it is with these two. But you know what? If it'll get you guys first and second place, just keep working together or trying to sabotage each other as Izuyoi receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost 2. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Togami. Kana. And that means it is 2 from Ultra Despair Girls 2 from Your Turn to Die, and 1 from Danganronpa 3, Masaru, Reiko, Kotoko, Sarah, and Izuyoi, caught in a crisis of fate. Who will it be? I haven't the slightest. I never do. Could it be? I don't know, but the first and second place, they get added to the list. They're making it to the championship match. I don't know who it could be. But we'll have to wait and see. We don't have to wait too long because I'm clicking day 6 right now. A crisis of fate as at the start of it all. To die. Oh my gosh, jeez Louise. Sarah poisons Izuyoi's drink. He drinks it and dies. Our boy Izuyoi, I thought it might have been his day. Reiko clutches a spiked ball. I'm sorry, I keep reading clutches. I mean chucks as clutches. Chucks a spiked ball into Masaru's chest, and Kotoko searches for food. We lost 2. It's the final 3. A Claire de Lune 4. Izuyoi. Masaru. So, if this were the Danganlympics, Sarah's 5 KOs, jeez Louise, what a spree that she went on late in the game. Reiko's here, and Kotoko's here. All 3 of these people would earn points for their team based on where they finished from here on out. 3rd place would get 10. Yes, 3rd place would get 10. 2nd place would get 15. And 1st place would get 20. What those points mean, you'll have to wait and see. Because they do have a very significant portion. We couldn't just have random points. Winner takes all. It has to be for something, you guys. It has to be for some sort of glory or for some sort of chance. I know what it's going to be for, but you won't know yet. But it's Reiko, it's Kotoko, and Sarah. Probably caught in a crisis of fate. I don't know for certain. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've played with this one. So anything could happen. You guys will know based on what you hear, but I can't hear anything. My headphones aren't even on right now. Let's go ahead. Let's click night 6. Reiko, Kotoko, and Sarah. Ooh, Kotoko tends to her wounds with leaves and water. Sarah dies from an infection, and Reiko climbs a tree to get some rest. A Claire de Lune 4. Sharpshooting, steel-minded, big sister, Sarah. Which means Kotoko and Reiko, despite what happens next, have been really meshing for the entirety of this game, are the last 2 people in. They will both make it to the opening ceremonies. But only one of them will win today. Who will it be? Will it be Reiko? the rocker from Your Turn to Die? Or will it be Kotoko, the master of the dark arts? District 17 or District 8? Right now, because of Sarah, Your Turn to Die would have net a total of 10 points. They will definitely get more, but it all depends on where Reiko finishes. Reiko or Kotoko? Reiko or Kotoko? Reiko, Kotoko, Reiko, Kotoko. Also, it doesn't seem like you can bring people back when you enter the top 5. That's interesting, but you can still kill people off, which is terrifying. Reiko, Kotoko. Reiko, Kotoko. At the start of day 7, who will it be? It is they decided they were working together so well that they worked together so absolutely well that they didn't want to kill each other and committed double suicide. Huh. Okay. Can't bring them back to life either. Okay, well, can I go back and try again? I don't think that'll work. Yeah, that's it. That's that. Huh. What happens when I go to night 7? Nothing, that's just it. That's wild. That did not happen in any of my simulations. Which... So that's something I didn't think about. Because that's something that's a plausibility. Huh. I couldn't just hand it to Sarah. I could not, based on the point system. The way that we used to do it, it would be Sarah. Sarah's technically the winner. But if I had to assign points, I'd have to go by this. And Kotoko would have died first, and Reiko would have died second. So Kotoko takes second place, and Reiko takes first. So your winner, or I could just have them tied for first. I guess that could just be a tie for first. T first. I'm okay with that. Are you guys? I think we're fine. I'll allow that. Tie for first. Because they did it together, Kotoko and Reiko. I'll do it. Executive decision. They come out on top together. Because it doesn't matter too much because it's preseason, but the executive decision, they had the event together, they went out together, they're winning together. Kotoko and Reiko, they had a game together, and they're ending it together. Congratulations to them. So we can, interestingly enough, usually it has a nice little end screen, but I guess they don't when it's a double thing. Huh. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. There's usually a nice little end screen. But we don't get that because everyone just died. I will also say that this is a work in progress. So that just might not be implemented. They might have not thought about, oh, well, it ended with a double. There's nothing that happens there. I guess that's just that then. I know how I feel about it. I'm fine with it. They both, I got the 2 names that I needed. They're on the list. They're co-winners today. They are co-winners. We've only had co-winners, what, once? Ever? And that was Akira and a Justice Hammer? Pretty sure. We're making our second co-winners today. First and first. Reiko and Kotoko. Congrats to them. But we can see everyone else's stuff here. It's so weird. The end screen is usually pretty nice too. Sarah with 5. Munakata with 4. Izue with 3. Everyone else had 2 or less. And that's it. You know what I think we're going to do? Just for the sake of saying, hey, let's actually experience the simulator. We're just gonna go through and do a really quick one. It will heart Komaru, and we'll heart our 2 winners. In fact, we'll just heart our 2 winners, and we'll see how far they make it. Just to display that it's not a true they'll make it to the end. So at the beginning of this, we have a whole bunch of people getting out. Kotoko gets out on day 1. So much for increased likelihood, am I right? Reiko also gets out on day 1. Alright, well, screw me, I guess. We'll keep going. Just to see the format for the end screen, because I do like the end screen. It's pretty nice. It's pretty classy. Everyone gets their own little individual spotlight. We'll go there. Might be after your top 10 that you can bring people back. I didn't pay attention to that, but you can always, I guess I could just take people out. Who's gonna get my Fury? I don't want any of these people to get my Fury. I love all 4 of them, if I'm being completely honest. Gozu. I wonder if Kazuichi would win with this simulator. Nope, Shuichi would have come out on top. And it would have been your winner Shuichi with 6 KOs. And then it's just a nice little rundown. And this is what I expected to happen. A nice little rundown here from first all the way down to, because that's just a nice scroll. I like the aesthetic for this one. This one I really like. This I really like. But I didn't expect everyone to just get out. This only happens in preseason, doesn't it? This happened like this time last year in preseason too. Maybe a couple weeks later. Probably a couple weeks later. Huh. Okay, I'm fine with it. So in the event that there is a tie for first, I guess the first 2 people would both get 20 points for their team. That makes the most sense. And then third place gets 10. So technically, Ultra Despair Girls would earn 20 points, and because of Sarah getting third and Reiko getting first, Your Turn to Die would earn 30 points. Which is still pretty good. I like that. I'm fine with that. That's all. Congratulations to Reiko and to Kotoko, co-winners today, both getting first place. Stay classy, as always. Year of the Horizon. Next week will be fun. There's some different characters coming up next week, but also plenty of Danganronpa characters, so it's going to be a fantastic time. Until then, toodaloo, flight crew, thanks for watching.